Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 here in year number 4 for the random NBA history resimulation series. If you guys are new to this series, let me go ahead and real quick explain. So basically, we have all 30 teams. I've changed all their logos and stuff to make it, just a little bit more customization in this series. And we are basically rolling for whoever, gets the draft class for that year. So in between 1960 and 2023, it's gonna be a random draft class every year. So I should probably write them down. I don't really remember exactly all the draft classes. I'm pretty sure we got 1970, 2013, or that 2013 might be coming up. I don't know, I can't remember Turkoglu's draft class. I'll go back and look, and if you guys maybe every episode can put in the comments too, maybe that'll help, but I'll write it down so that I remember. I probably should have did that, but basically we've had 3 random draft classes happen. If you guys have missed it, down in the description is a playlist. But year number 1, Chuck Robinson won MVP, and then the last 2 years, Hedo Turkoglu has won MVP. And then here's the rookie of the year. So the first year it was all messed up, but it would have been Chuck Robinson. Then we got Hedo Turkoglu, and then Dennis Schroeder won rookie of the year. And then NBA champions year 1, the Milwaukee Bucks won. Bobby Jones won Finals MVP, and the last 2 years have been owned by Jamal Wilkes and the Orlando Magic, who won back-to-back. So that's kind of where we stand. Let me look at the draft class. I believe it's the 2013, or was it 2013 last time? Whatever Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving. Oh no, is this 2012? I believe this is the 2012 NBA draft class is what we're at. So, and then 2013, I believe, was Giannis. So that was last season. So Giannis is in the league. So here we are in the draft lottery. The the teams with the best odds here. We got Philly, Portland, the Clippers, the Nets, the Wizards, the Lakers, the Heat, Timberwolves, Mavericks, Knicks, Bulls, Pistons, Spurs, and the Denver Nuggets. So the Sixers, Blazers, and Clippers all have the best odds. Let's see what happens. And the Lakers jump up to the number 1 overall pick. The 76ers go from 1 to 2. Clippers stay at 3. Portland goes from 2 to 5, I believe. And the Knicks jumped up to 4. And then we got the Nets, Wizards, Heat, Timberwolves, Mavericks, Bulls, Pistons, Spurs, Nuggets, Raptors as the top 15. So here we go. Let's jump into the NBA draft. So with the first overall pick, the Los Angeles Lakers take KYRIE Irving. So not Kawhi. Interesting pick. Kyrie's still a good pick though, especially in this league where scoring is pretty easy right now. That's actually a solid pick. Kawhi Leonard goes number 2 to Philly. Ooh, Philly is a team that I need to fix their jerseys. Okay, good to know. The Clippers with the number 3 overall pick take KEMBA Walker. At 4, the New York Knicks take an auto-generated player. Of course, the Knicks did that. Portland takes Isaiah Thomas. The Nets take Klay Thompson. The Wizards take Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat take an auto-generated player. Minnesota takes Brandon Knight, and the Dallas Mavericks take Bismack Biyombo. As for the rest of the draft, we got Tobias Harris going to the Bulls. Let's see, auto-generated players. Shumpert going to the Raptors. Tristan Thompson going to the Pacers. Markieff going to the Hawks. Parsons going to the Pelicans. Reggie Jackson going to the Celtics. Let's see, Alec Burks going to the Cavs. And let's see, the defending champions got an auto-generated player. So not much there. So there you go. There is the I believe 2012 NBA draft, right? I believe it's either 2011 or 2012. I can't remember, but or was it 20? Oh my gosh. Hey Google, what year was Kyrie Irving drafted? 2011. Okay, so it was a 2011 NBA draft. All right. So that's what we just had. All right, so let's go ahead and select next year's draft class. So I'm going to go ahead and hit randomize. And 1974, did we already do that draft? 1974. Which draft was this? Let's see. This was, yeah, Bobby Jones. Okay, so we already did this one. Let's go ahead and randomize it again. 1967. Is there a 1967? Because there is a gap. Let's see, no, there is no 1967. I need to set up like a wheel with all of them, but there's so many of them. It's like that would be a mess of a wheel. So I don't know. As we get lower, I'll probably do a wheel. But until then, 1972. There is no 1972. 2016. Okay, so we're not getting anything really in the middle, which is kind of weird. I might do a different app or something, but 2016, which I believe is so Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray. Okay, this is an interesting draft class. All right, well, that will be next year's draft class. Let's do it. All right, so year number 4 is over, and Truck Robinson wins his second MVP. So we've had only 2 different MVPs here to start the first 4 years. Truck Robinson wins his second, 26.7 points per game, 21 rebounds, 3 assists, 50% shooting from the field. I'm watching some college football right now. Okay, sorry. A little distracted. KYRIE Irving wins a Rookie of the Year, 39 points per game. Wow, geez. 6.5 assists for the Lakers. And then, let's see, Maurice Lucas wins another DPOY. Wow, okay, so that's 4? I believe, right? He's won all the DPOYs. Yeah, he has literally won all the DPOYs. Interesting. All right, so Maurice Lucas is like the most dominant defensive player in the league. I'm actually going to start writing DPOYs on here. I got to remember to do that. But yeah, so he's won the first 4. Luke Walton is Coach of the Year. All NBA first team, Kyrie's on there. Dennis Schroeder, Chuck Robinson, Hedo Turkoglu, 34, 14, and 4. Wow. Rudy Gobert, all NBA second team. We got Kemba Walker, Brian Winters, Kenyon Martin, George Irvin, and Bill Walton. And then on the all NBA third team, we got Morris Peterson, Klay Thompson as a rookie, 27, 2 and 2. Ignore these. It's broken, but the year's pro is right, the age is right, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, 27 points per game for Klay Thompson, Maurice Lucas on the all NBA third team, Bobby Jones, and Mason Plumlee, 16 and 15 for Mason Plumlee this year. His years pro aren't fixed, but his second year. All defensive first team, we got Brian Winters, Morris Peterson, Maurice Lucas, Kenny Martin, and Bill Walton. And then all defensive second team, we got Klay, Andre Robertson, Bobby Jones, Chuck Robinson, and Rudy Gobert. So on to the NBA playoffs. We got the Sacramento Kings versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. On the Kings, we got Brian Winters and Enes Kanter. Okay. And then on the Timberwolves, we got Brandon Knight, Campy Russell on that team. So most likely, most of these teams are going to have decent duos. Ben McLemore, Kenyon Martin on this one. And then the Grizzlies, they have Etuan Moore, Neto, Bogdanovich, Maurice Lucas, Cody Zeller, DeJang. Okay, so they got a lot of real players. Interesting. Okay, they're the 5 seed. Not a lot of great players, but some real players. We got Michael Carter-Williams and Chuck Robinson, and then Valanciunas is on this team. Mike Muscala is also on this team. Carter-Williams averaging 11, 6, and 9. That's actually a decent team. They're the 3 seed. Golden State, they have Hedo Turkoglu. They are the 6 seed. And then we got the Lakers as the 2 seed with Kyrie, Scott Wedman, Andre Robertson, Mark Madsen, Harvey Catchings. Okay, that's a good team. The Lakers are good. And then for Dallas, we got Morris Peterson and Bismack Biyombo. All right. And then in the East, Milwaukee's the number 1 seed. Bobby Jones and then Noel. And then they're playing Cleveland, who have Alec Burks, Otto Porter. Detroit and Philly. Jamal Crawford is in Detroit. Rudy Gobert. Okay, so nice duo there. Rudy Gobert and Jamal Crawford. Jamal averaged 22 and 4 last season. Philly, they have Michael Redd, Kawhi Leonard. Okay, so Michael Redd, his first 3 years in Philly, 26, 27, 24. And then Kawhi Leonard, his rookie year, 26, 8, and 3. Philly's interesting. They're a 5 seed, but they're interesting. And then the Atlanta Hawks, they have Darius Miles, Markieff Morris, and Olynyk. And then the Celtics, they have Reggie Jackson, Deshaun Stevenson, and Alex Len. And then let's see, Orlando and Indiana. Orlando has Jamal Wilkes, and then Indiana, they have George Irvin. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and simulate round 1. I just wanted to kind of recap you guys and recap myself because players are all over the place. Sometimes it's really hard to remember. So the Hawks, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Warriors, the Magic. Okay, so the defending champions, the Orlando Magic will not be three-peating this year. Interesting. The Mavericks, the Timberwolves, the Suns are all eliminated. So the Lakers are still in it. The Kings are still in it. We got OKC and Vancouver. Milwaukee's still in it. Detroit, and then Indiana again as with George Irvin upset the number 2 seed. They also have Tristan Thompson on this team, and they play Boston. So here we go. On to the conference finals. The Milwaukee Bucks as the 1 seed are eliminated. The Grizzlies, the Thunder, and the Celtics are all eliminated. So George Irvin carrying this Indiana Pacers team. Jamal Crawford and Rudy Gobert for Detroit. And then we got Sacramento with Brian Winters, Marcus Morris, and Enes Kanter against Kyrie, Scott Wedman, Mark Madsen, and Harvey Catchings, Andre Robertson on that team. This is interesting. I think it's going to be LA versus Detroit. I think that's my guess. So here we go. LA is up 2-0. Indiana and Detroit are tied 1 apiece. Indiana wins in 6. George Irvin gets to the NBA Finals for the first time for him. And the Lakers are up 3-2. And they are on to the NBA Finals for the 3rd time in 4 years. Remember, the Lakers lost the NBA Finals in year 1 and year 2. They did not make it last year. So the Lakers are back into the NBA Finals against George Irvin, who's had a long road these 3 years. He's gotten to the conference finals a couple times, but could never get to the NBA Finals. So here we go. LA versus Indiana. We got George Irvin as a 97 overall, the best player in the league, versus rookie Kyrie Irving with a pretty solid Lakers team. So game 1 goes to the Lakers. Game 2 goes to the Lakers. Game 3 goes to the Pacers. Game 4 goes to the Lakers. And game 5 in LA. And this is a close game. Okay, 8-point game. 3 minutes to go. 7-point game. 8-point game. 10-point game. That will do it. The LA Lakers are NBA champions for the first time. They've made it to the NBA Finals 3 times the last 4 years. Finally win their first one. Kyrie Irving, as a rookie, wins NBA Finals MVP. So here we go. The draft lottery. The top 3 teams, the Raptors, the Blazers, and the Knicks, have all the best odds. Then we got the Pelicans, the Wizards, the Nets, the Bulls, the Heat, the Hornets, the Clippers, the Rockets, Spurs, Nuggets, and Jazz. The Nuggets just can't seem to make the playoffs with Bill Walton. But so here we go. Here's the draft lottery. The Blazers land the number 1 overall pick. Remember, this is the 2016 NBA draft. I forgot what happened to Giannis. I wonder how Giannis is doing. Let's see. He ended up with Charlotte, right? So they have the 9th pick this year. Interesting. I need to look up how Giannis is doing. But yeah, Portland with the number 1 pick. The Bulls, Raptors, Knicks, and Pelicans round out the top 5. So yeah, Giannis averaged, okay, so his rookie year he averaged 18, 10, and 5. And then last season he averaged 23, 10, and 5. He's up to 90 overall. So yeah, I would expect him to get going here. They don't have a very good team, so if they can pair him up with someone decent with the 9th overall pick, they're going to be a really interesting team. So let's see what happens. The number 1 pick, the Portland Trail Blazers take Ben Simmons. With the number 2 overall pick, the Chicago Bulls take Jaylen Brown. With the 3rd overall pick, the Toronto Raptors take Sabonis. The 4th overall pick, the New York Knicks take Jamal Murray. The 5th overall pick, remember, Jamal Murray, last chapter, ended up being in the top 10 of greatest players of all time. So the Knicks got a good player there. Pascal Siakam goes 5th. The Wizards take Chris Dunn. With the 7th overall pick, the Nets take DeJounte Murray. With the 8th overall pick, the Heat take Buddy Hield. And at 9, they take Skal Labissiere to pair with Giannis. I mean, I don't know who's left, but that's rough. Thon Maker goes 10. They could have Brandon Ingram to pair with Giannis. That's kind of a bummer for Charlotte. And let's see, Marquise Chris goes 12. Here's the rest of the draft. Pirtle goes to the Cavs. Let's see, anyone? Oh, Malcolm Brogdon goes to the Mavs. Juancho goes to the Pacers. Malik goes to the Grizzlies. Karis LeVert goes to the Magic. Interesting. So the Magic now pair Hedo Turkoglu with Karis LeVert. And Karis LeVert's a solid player. At least he'll develop to be a decent player in this. I don't know how great he's going to be in this. But nonetheless, here we go. There's the rookies. Let's see what happens in free agency. So in free agency, there's a lot of restricted free agents. So obviously, this is the first official year of free agency, basically. I would assume that most players stay. I mean, we got a couple of unrestricted. Alex Len, Mason Plumlee, Cody Zeller, Mark Madsen. Victor Oladipo. Wow, Washington let him go. Interesting. So we'll see where Victor Oladipo goes. I mean, he is only a 79 overall. He's a slow developmental player, but I mean, 26 and 20 points per game in the first 2 years is pretty solid. So here we go. Let's see what happens in free agency. And so here we go. So George Irvin stays with the Pacers. Bill Walton stays with the Nuggets. Bobby Jones stays with the Bucks. Lucas stays with the Grizzlies. Winters stays with the Kings. Campy Russell stays in Minnesota. Robinson stays with the Thunder. Wilkes stays in Orlando. Wedman stays with the Lakers. Mason Plumlee goes from Utah to Memphis. Alex Len goes from Boston to Charlotte. Okay, so Charlotte's stacking up a couple solid players here. The Heat get Cody Zeller, Fleming, and Matt. So Fleming's an auto-generated player. He's a 79 overall. I'm gonna have to lower his overall, but yeah. So Madsen goes to the Lakers. Oladipo joins the Pacers. Okay, so the Pacers, after losing the NBA Finals, the Pacers are looking interesting. Looking really interesting. So there's free agency. So here we go. Time to pick another draft class. And this year it will be 1960. The first NBA draft class. Wow. That's okay. We got Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Tom Sanders, Lenny Wilkins. Let's see. Who else is in this one? That might be it, actually. Let's see if there's any more. Not looking like it. So interesting. Okay, so it's a smaller draft class, definitely, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing in this one. But Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Tom Sanders, Lenny Wilkins. This is gonna be a good draft class. We'll see what happens. So year number 5 is over, and Kyrie Irving just went nuts. 49.3 points per game, 6.8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and Rookie of the Year is Ben Simmons. 19 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.6 steals, and 1.3 blocks. And then let's see, Maurice Lucas wins DPOY for the 5th straight year. Cody Zeller wins Most Improved, and Frank Vogel is Coach of the Year. So all NBA first team, we got Kyrie, Kemba Walker, Turkoglu, Kenyon Martin, and Vucevic. And then the all NBA second team, we got Clay, Brian Winters, Chuck Robinson, Kawhi Leonard, and Bill Walton. And for the all NBA third team, Dennis Schroeder, Jamal Crawford, Giannis 28, 12, and 6, Bobby Jones, and Cody Zeller. Giannis is up to a 92 overall. So do we have, let's see, the Heat have 2 all NBA third teams. And then let's see, I don't think there's any other teams with multiple players as an all NBA team. But yeah, all defense first team, we got Brian Winters, Morris Peterson, Maurice Lucas, Kenyon, and Bill Walton. And all defensive second team, we got Klay Thompson, Andre Robertson, Bobby Jones, Kawhi Leonard, and Rudy Gobert. So the Lakers are the number 1 seed. They're playing the 8th seeded Portland Trailblazers. Obviously, Kyrie, Andre Robinson, Scott Wedman, Madsen, Catchings, Muscala are all on that team. The Blazers have Isaiah Thomas, CJ McCollum, 25 a game. Ben Simmons, who was the Rookie of the Year. That's going to be a pretty good team here in a couple of years. Got Dallas versus Vancouver, Bismack Biyombo, and Malcolm Brogdon. We got DPOY, Marcus Lewis, Mason Plumlee, Bogdanovich on that team. OKC versus Phoenix, got Carter Williams and Chuck Robinson. And then Ben McLemore, Kenyon Martin on the Phoenix Suns. And then we got Sacramento versus Minnesota here in the 2-7 series. And then we got in the East, we got Indiana, who made it to their first NBA Finals last year and lost to the Lakers in 5. They're the 1 seed. They got Oladipo. Remember, they made that massive move to get Oladipo from Washington. They have George Irvin, who averaged 32 and 5 a game. They got Tristan Thompson, Juancho Hernan-Gomez, and they're playing the Toronto Raptors, who have Iman Shumpert, Sabonis, the Heat with Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Nahara, Bertans, and Cody Zeller. They're playing the Pistons, who have Jamal Crawford, Rudy Gobert, and Prince. Then we got Charlotte as a 3 seed with Giannis, Skal Labissiere, and Alex Len in Charlotte. They're playing Brooklyn, who has Klay Thompson, DeJounte Murray, and then with Atlanta and Washington. Atlanta with Darius Miles, Markieff Morris, Kelly Olynyk, and Washington with Chris Dunn, Jimmy Butler, and Vucevic. So here we go. Round 1. The Pistons, the Timberwolves, the Raptors, the Hornets. So Giannis gets eliminated. The Suns, the Grizzlies, the Wizards, the Blazers with Rookie of the Year. They did have to play LA. So yeah, they get eliminated. So we got LA versus Dallas, Sacramento versus Oklahoma City, Indiana versus Miami, and Atlanta versus Brooklyn. And in round 2, the Mavs, the Nets, the Kings, and the Heat are all eliminated. So we could have a rematch from last year. The Lakers are playing Oklahoma City, and the Pacers are playing the Atlanta Hawks. I figured, though, Oladipo going to Indiana was a massive move in the offseason. So conference finals, Atlanta with the 3-2 lead, though, over Indiana. The Lakers have a 3-2 lead over Oklahoma City. The Lakers end up beating Oklahoma City 4-2, and we have a tied series 3-3. Pacers versus Hawks in Indiana. We'll go ahead and simcast this one. And could we have a NBA Finals rematch? We are going to get it 122-1 or 125-103. George Irving puts up 42, 8-2. Oladipo has 20-5, and the Indiana Pacers and the LA Lakers are playing in the NBA Finals for a second straight year. The Lakers in their 4th NBA Finals in 5 years. Game 1, can Kyrie Irving lead his Lakers to back-to-back NBA titles? They win Game 1 and Game 2. Game 3 goes to the Lakers. And Game 4, we'll go ahead and simcast this one. Will this be a sweep? Will the Lakers sweep the Indiana Pacers? And no. The Indiana Pacers will win this one 109-102. Here we go, jumping in this game. What is this? Game 5 now. And the Lakers, oh wow, the Lakers are blowing them out. Yep, the Lakers are going to blow them out 102-81. The LA Lakers are back-to-back NBA champions. Kyrie Irving, 48 points per game, 2.6 rebounds, 8.6 assists, 1.8 steals, 57% from the field, 47 from 3. And Kyrie Irving, in years 1 and 2, wins Rookie of the Year, regular season MVP, NBA Finals MVP twice. Wow. Kyrie Irving, so far, the best player in the world. Here we are in the NBA Draft Lottery. The Bulls, the Celtics, and the Magic all have the best odds to win the lottery. Remember, there's only 4 real players in this draft lottery. We got Oscar Robertson. We got Jerry West, Wilkins, and someone else. I can't really remember. But here we go. Who wins the draft lottery? The Boston Celtics win the draft lottery. The Orlando Magic, who won two NBA Finals, the years in what, years 2 and 3, right? And the Bulls get the 3rd overall pick. The Rockets get the 4th overall pick. The 76ers just miss out, most likely. So here we go. On to the NBA draft. The Boston Celtics with the number 1 overall pick take Oscar Robertson. The number 2 overall pick, the Orlando Magic, select Jerry West. With the 3rd overall pick, the Chicago Bulls take Lenny Wilkins. And with the 4th overall pick, Tom Sanders goes to the Houston Rockets. On to NBA free agency here. Again, we mostly got restricted free agents. A couple of unrestricted, though. Vucevic. What is Washington doing? They let all their players go after 2 years. What are they doing? So yeah, Vucevic is going to be unrestricted. Let's see. Any possibly going to Portland with Ben Simmons, CJ McCollum. Portland's going to be good. Really good. Let's see. Dieng? I don't know. Deng is going to be unrestricted. Bullock, Olenek, Bertans, Joseph, Morris. Okay, so a decent free agent class. We'll see what happens. Kenny Martin stays with the Phoenix Suns. Turkoglu stays with Golden State. Crawford goes from Detroit to Vancouver, or to the Grizzlies. Wow, okay, that's actually a surprise. Michael Redd. Oh, Michael Redd. No, he stayed in Philly. Richardson stays in New Orleans. Morris Peterson stays in Dallas. Vucevic goes to Portland. Deshaun Stevenson stays with Boston. Let's see. Miles stays with the Hawks. Porter stays in Sacramento. Eaton Thomas stays in Orlando. And then, yeah, there's the rest of free agency. And here we go. Let's go ahead and pick next season's draft class, which you guys won't see, unfortunately. But we have the 1986 NBA draft. For the first time, we have a draft in the 80s. Let's see who is in that draft. That is, oh gosh, that was, I gotta simulate more. I can't remember who was in that draft exactly. Oh, okay, so Dennis Rodman, Ron Harper. Oh, this is Jeff Hornacek. This is a kind of a rough Billy Thompson. I mean, it's not the greatest. We got Del Curry entering the league. But yeah, I mean, not the greatest NBA draft, but hey, I mean, we have a lot of superstars in the league right now, so I'm fine with having some average or below average draft classes. That's actually probably a good thing. So Dennis Rodman, though, could possibly dominate this era. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where he gets picked in the next episode. Obviously, we are on the final year. All right, so year number 6 is over, and KYRIE Irving once again wins MVP. That is his second regular season MVP. So he has 2 MVPs. He is now a two-time, this is wrong, but two-time NBA champion, and could possibly make it 3. Oscar Robertson wins Rookie of the Year, 26 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 7.6 assists. And then Maurice Lucas wins his 6th straight DPOY. Insane. Malcolm Brogdon wins Most Improved, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and Frank Vogel goes 75-7. So the Lakers are really good again. KYRIE, obviously on the All-NBA first team, we got KEMBA Walker, Turkoglu, Kenny Martin, and Bill Walton. On the All-NBA second team, we got Brian Winters, Jimmy Butler, George Irvin, Chuck Robinson, and Rudy Gobert. How's Jimmy Butler doing numbers-wise? Wow, he averaged 37 a game. Holy moly. All-NBA third team, we got Dennis Schroeder, Robinson, Kawhi, Giannis, 29, 10, and 5, and Tristan Thompson. All defensive first team, we got Brian Winters, Morris Peterson, Maurice Lucas, Kenyon Martin, and Rudy Gobert. And all defensive second team, we got Jimmy Butler, Andre Robertson, Bobby Jones, Kawhi Leonard, and Bill Walton. By the way, guys, I keep on looking over here because I'm watching the Texas-Oklahoma game. I don't know if you guys are interested in college football, but they're in the 4th overtime, and this game is just insane. So anyways, I keep on looking back and forth. That's why. So let's get on to the final year of the playoffs here. The Lakers are the 1 seed. They're going up against New Orleans. New Orleans has Quentin Richardson, Chandler Parsons, Pascal. Okay. Dallas versus Oklahoma City. Vancouver versus Sacramento. And then we have Portland versus Minnesota. And then in the East, Indiana is once again the number 1 seed. Could we possibly have a 3rd straight year of Indiana versus the Lakers? We'll see. Chicago with Lenny Wilkins, Jaylen Brown, Dunleavy. Oh no, that's not an auto-generator player. And Tobias Harris. We've got Atlanta versus Washington. And we have Boston versus Philly. Boston, obviously, with Oscar, Reggie Jackson, Deshaun Stevenson. And then they're going up against Philly, who has Michael Redd, Kawhi Leonard. And then Miami is a 2 seed with Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Bertans, Reggie Bullock, Cody Zeller. They're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. So here we go. Round number 1, the Wizards, the Pelicans, the Celtics, the Kings, the Heat, the Bulls, the Timberwolves, the Thunder all get eliminated. So Indiana still alive. Philly and Milwaukee are playing each other. They upset. So Kawhi Leonard and Michael Redd on to the second round. Milwaukee, I'm surprised Milwaukee beat Miami. That's a surprise. The Lakers are obviously on to the second round versus Dallas. Portland, who was a number 2 seed. Remember, this team's going to be interesting because they have Isaiah Thomas, CJ McCollum, Ben Simmons, and then they got Vucevic in free agency, who averaged 21-12 for them. So yeah, big upgrade there. Ben Simmons almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. CJ is their leading scorer. Isaiah is their second leading scorer. This is such a good... Portland, I think Portland's going to upset the Lakers. I'm going to say it now. I think Portland upsets the Lakers. And Portland loses in the semifinals. Maybe I should edit that one out. Okay, so we got Indiana versus Philly. Kawhi Leonard, Michael Redd, Brian Cardinal. Okay. And then we got the Lakers versus Vancouver. Vancouver has Jamal Crawford, Mason Plumlee, Maurice Lucas, the DPOY. So, I mean, they have a decent team. I think they have a better, just more depth, honestly. Hold on, let me watch this play real quick. What was that? Okay. All right, so here we go. The conference finals. Well, we have a 3rd straight year of the Lakers versus the Pacers. The Lakers are up 3-0. The Pacers are up 2-1. The Pacers up 3-2. Oh, Vancouver coming back. Okay. The Pacers win in 6, and the Lakers win in 6 for the 3rd straight year. Can the Lakers three-peat, or can the Pacers finally beat the Lakers? The Pacers win game 1. Game 2 goes to the Lakers. Game 3 goes to the Lakers. Game 4 goes to the Lakers. And for the 3rd straight year, the LA Lakers are NBA champions, and they win in 5 for the 3rd straight year, by the way. Kyrie Irving, 2 regular season MVPs, a Rookie of the Year, 3 now Finals MVPs, 44 points per game, 6 assists, and the LA Lakers win their 3rd straight NBA title. Maybe that has some, just indication that maybe the Lakers are winning tonight. As I'm recording this, it's Saturday. I'm posting this on Sunday. Obviously, the Lakers up 3-2 now against the Heat. Maybe this is a sign Lakers are winning tonight. But anyways, Kyrie Irving, so far, the GOAT in the simulation. I guess we can start it. Let me know what your guys' top 10, I guess. I'm probably top 5, honestly, because we're really early in this. But through 6 years, Kyrie Irving is definitely the best player so far. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this series. Again, if you guys haven't already, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, we're over 1,000 subscribers, trying to push for 1,100. So if you guys haven't already, please do subscribe. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys for episode 3. Also, I will be posting some other videos. I'm gonna try my best to post daily. I'm not gonna guarantee daily, but maybe like, I don't know, 3 videos in 4 days or something like that. But yeah, that's what you can expect. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.